know, bro. Are we live, bro?
What's poppin' with y'all, man? We got another one.
It should, I mean, you're gonna keep going?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just have to get that out, bro. You know what I'm saying? They over here looking like, where these guys at right
I know.
now?
We had a whole new setup, bro. For real, for real. Announce who you are, though, bro.
It's your boy JG, y'all, if you ain't known yet.
And you already know it's Jay Jonah, bro. And we are diving into episode 99, seasonal number 99, season 10, episode 9, JG.
Facts, right before 100.
Bro, we made it. We damn near made it. It's the last guest of the season, bro. Our last odd of the seasons.
Yeah.
Wow.
But my thing is, this one's different.
Very different,
This
bro.
one's different,
This
y'all.
is very different. If you guys already seen the title, you guys know what it is, what we're here to do,
Facts.
and why we're here to do it. You feel me? In the studio today, we have, I had to pull out the accolades because, you know what I'm saying? And if anybody in the room can help, if I'm missing anything, please do, as you as well, Ronnie. And we said we got, obviously starting with number one, we got a girl dad in the building.
Say that.
We got a husband, we got a designer, we got an artist, actor, influencer, YouTuber, business owner, NFT. I don't even know if that's a come on connoisseur. And honestly, without, like I said, if we can end it off right here, a true trailblazer in the space, one of the first to do it. If y'all don't know who the fuck I'm talking about, bruh, please give a BSP warm welcome for Ronnie Banks. Let's go. Let's go.
Y'all.
Hell
That
yeah.
was the greatest introduction I've
Bro,
ever
I
had in my
appreciate it,
life.
my boy. I
Real
worked
quick,
on it
I
all
just wanna
night.
say. That made me feel super good, bro.
Hell
Jonah
yeah.
really got the
Thank
red
you.
carpet intro. He's known for that one.
Hell yeah, bro. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing, my boy?
What's up, you guys? I just want to say thank you for having me. And fuck, dude.
No, bro.
Yeah,
Let's just say that right there. Fuck,
This
it's
is
a
the
good
first
Sunday.
time. This is the first time. So right when they cut on the cameras and they did that clap, I was like, oh, I'm nervous now. Oh, I'm not nervous.
We've been
Everybody in
talking
the
for
background
like
supports you, man. So it's all just powerful claps all in your favor.
facts, man. Facts, bro. I mean, first and foremost, bro, like it's been a crazy year. You know, we're getting out of the going into, you know, mid 2022. You know what I mean? We're on the back end. How's 22 been treating you?
Different. It's we're adapting and changing because we're able to go do stuff again.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like I got so like you said, because I got 3 daughters. Being in the house all day is not healthy. For kids too. Like, and when there's so many of us, we're just in the house all day. So being 2022, 2020 and 2021, we were like, oh shit, like, oh, this is bad.
Life changing. It's life changing.
We just in the house all day.
Yeah.
So we've been able to go travel and stuff. So I've been the busiest I've ever been in my entire life this year.
Blessing. That's good.
And it's a beautiful blessing. And it's also just like, I came home and I just was like, I need to lay down. Like, I want to lay down.
Yeah.
So that just means I just been up, like my legs are sore.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good. Because
so-
in 2020, 2021, it was I gotta get out of bed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like now it's like, oh, let me go enjoy that bed for a little
Yeah.
bit. Now. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
Transition. What was your move out of the pandemic? What was something that you actually, what was something that you did for yourself?
Well, we had our youngest daughter during the pandemic.
Oh wow. So you had a pandemic baby?
Pandemic, yeah, so I fell into
So she like
it.
2 years old right now?
No, she won. So I got a 2 and a 1 year.
Ah.
I hit both years.
Ronnie went
Okay,
to back-to-back.
Both lockers. No,
Hey, I be hearing them pandemic babies sometimes. They be wild sometimes.
nah,
bro.
they got that radiation in them. They got some in them. I love my babies.
Shout out baby girl.
I
though,
love
for
my
real.
babies.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
No, but yeah, the transition was, I want to say just because of our lifestyle and stuff. It was a lot smoother than what we'd expect, just because like we had a lot of complications and stuff during the pandemic. You guys probably have seen, but like a lot of stuff happened. Like, my wife she had an ectopic pregnancy, so like we had lost the baby.
Oh no.
So we would have had 3 during the pandemic. I would have went swing for the fences. But
Side note.
but we had lost the baby, and then her dad had passed. So pandemic was rough.
Gosh, Lee.
Pandemic was rough. So 2022 is like, it's a year of rejoice, really, but like a year of just trying to bring some sunshine back into the life, really. You know what I mean? Getting into the sun.
How was that? Go
No,
ahead.
just speaking on it, we don't have to touch too much on it, but through those trials and tribulations, how are you exercising your mental to stay positive?
Great.
Exercise.
Exercise?
Literally,
you said
physically.
it right on. Yeah, you said it right on. I mean, and the thing is, bro, like I'm not where I should be or background, so I'm not like walking around hub or nothing. But just getting up, bro, you burn the same amount of calories walking for an hour than you do jogging for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I?
That's deep. I caught that. That's deep. Okay.
So just getting up and just being able to move with my kids, because at a point we was in the house all day. I got flights of stairs, right? The only thing I'm doing is going up and down the stairs because I'm in the crib all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I go up the stairs and I should not be,
Yeah.
Say that.
because I held the baby up the stairs,
Mhm.
and that was the only thing I did all day. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. And you don't notice the slump you're getting into when you're doing that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, the couple weeks go by, it's a habit now. You know what I mean?
and
You're not going
I'm
back.
super lazy, but my wife is the one who be like, "Come on, let's do a workout."
That's good.
Good.
And
I'm just like,
tell me
"Ah,
you don't feel
fuck."
better afterwards.
And she also, if I try to eat something, she's like, "What are you doing?" You're like, she don't let me eat certain shit. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to.
Now,
So it's great, and I told her, I said, I love that you discipline me, because
I mean, but the exercise is one thing, but I think the intake of the food you put in your body too is what makes that happen as well. I mean, if you eat fattening food, you're gonna feel depressed, fat. You're gonna feel bloated, and you're not gonna want to feel like you're going to
even
do
still
more.
like me, because Ronnie, I already know I'm skinny as a hell. You know what I'm saying? But like, I can go work out every day. That doesn't mean I'm gonna get bigger. Why? Because what you just said, I'm not eating correctly. Correct? So it's like, please.
And it's genetics. It's genetics
It
too,
is.
because you know what I mean. I'm a
hate
heavy
mine.
snacker.
I hate man.
snacker.
Oh, bro, what?
I feel like you and I are in the same boat.
Can what? I got a sweet tooth. That's why I got these new, things.
They shining, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
My shit was tore up, so I had to get my shit redid.
There you go.
That's good. This shit
Sweet
look
tooth.
bad.
Shout out the doctor. Shout out the doctor real
Hey,
quick.
shout out Dr. Danny out in Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Say that.
Please
okay.
go check him out. And I've already got him a whole bunch of my friends and family and stuff.
Referrals?
People,
That's dope,
fans
bro.
are gone. That's real money to put into.
Where
those
Dr. Danny at? Is he in
Beverly
States?
Hills.
Oh, Beverly Hills.
Said
Sorry,
Beverly Hills.
Bro, literally, like you see, you know that Mormon, the I don't want to go too deep into that.
Yeah.
You know the little Mormon church right there. His office, literally, if you open up, it's just completely open to like the
Okay.
windows, and you just look out and you see the Mormon church right across the street in Beverly Hills.
So basically,
Damn.
Ronnie's saying, come with your paper right if you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
hit that.
And you
My
gonna get
tattoo
blessed.
artists, yeah, and there's some people they already worked with him, so
That's
they
cool.
love me over there.
That's awesome.
They
bro.
sent me gifts. I was like,
I
yeah,
mean, changing a
love
smile,
y'all.
like I think that's like if to make a confidence builder, a smile is everything, bro. You gotta
It's
change.
for what I had to do for sure too, because
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed I was like, oh man, like I'm always smiling
Mm-hmm.
and I'm always with a camera on me, so like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Okay, let's dive into that, bro. I mean, trailblazer in your space. What's your philosophy
Humble.
behind a content creator? What is the philosophy in your mind?
That's a whole philosophy, you know. It's the thing is, it's always changing. It's always different because the thing is, for someone, and I'm sure we'll get super deep into it, but for someone, I've done it for such a long time, so and I've quit a lot of times.
Really?
You know? I've quit a lot of times.
Okay,
But
talk about it. Because I
So-
mean, you're 13 years, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, for the ones that don't know Ronnie Banks' history, Vine days, right? You've been
Right.
doing this.
But
Social media.
bro, yeah, before Vine,
Okay.
like Tumblr. You guys know Tumblr?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tumblr is where I actually started off at.
That's all pictures though. GIFs and pictures.
Gifts and is called reblogging, reposts. So we can go. This is the first time this has ever been said in history, besides my family and like people who know my friends.
DSP
Let's talk
exclusive.
about it.
Come
We
on.
get a couple of them.
So, and then my sister is so I have 5 sisters, but my one full sister, her name is Kiana, and we grew up together, and because we have full parents, mom and dad.
Mhm.
She used to be on Tumblr.
Okay.
Okay, she was the popping one. She was doing her thing, and I wanted to be like her. I was like, oh,
Ew.
so people used to fake her accounts on like Bebo and shit and like MySpace. Like,
Yep.
fake accounts always been a thing because they used to do it to my sister back in the day.
Wow.
What the fuck?
So I was like, oh, you were all like that.
Yep.
I'm
Something like that now.
Let
You
me
got
see
people
what
that
I
We
can
both
get.
wrong. We both
hold
wrong.
on.
So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Hold on.
because she used to be like, take pictures with me, and they used to be like, who's that? Who's that? That's my
Uh-huh.
little brother, and I just didn't have shit back then because I was like 11, 12.
Yeah.
They thought I was like 16. I was like 12.
I mean, bro,
You
you
know,
was
I
probably
had a
tall
little
back
bit of
then.
some, and a little bit taller.
Say that.
So they thought I was like 16.
Ronnie, what's your ethnicity? Just real quick.
So That's another thing.
Okay, no, keep going with your story.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
But I'm black. I'm black and white and Filipino. If you want to put it into a
Straight.
synthesis or whatever the word is, right?
That's what
That's
it is.
basically that. So
That got you.
Blasian. There's so
Blasian.
many words, right?
Literally.
But the story of like my heritage and my mom and so I know a lot. I know my whole dad's history. That's a black in me. That's my culture, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's who I was raised with. Like you know what I mean. My mom, because I wasn't raised with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My dad raised me.
Okay.
So my mom had a whole history of not knowing. She was from the Greek and Portuguese and stuff.
Interesting.
And like Portugal and all that kind of stuff. So, but she don't know who
You got
her
some good
dad
genes,
is.
bro.
Facts.
But he was this
Hard.
tall Greek man. So that's where my height comes from, because my dad not tall.
Okay.
So it's a whole
Is
crazy
your full sister
thing.
tall as well?
My she's not. She's like my dad's height.
Really?
I'm the tallest person in my entire family.
Okay.
I'm
Entire
really the
family.
tallest person I know, like in terms of like my family. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you.
And they was like, what? And they was like, cause your granddad, he was this tall Greek guy. And I was like, okay.
It makes sense. You have to run with that and believe it,
Yeah,
though.
I ran with it because they were like, that's who he was, but he just skipped. I was like, all right. He skipped. I was like, all right, but
Be like that sometimes, though.
Yeah.
But damn, okay.
But back to the
so
philosophy.
yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you for because I get off. If I ever get off track, please tell me.
Bring it
'cause I
right
do
back.
a
We
lot.
got you.
Okay.
That's what we're here to do.
So- Doing it for so long. So I was starting on Tumblr. Yeah, I'm going back now. Okay, so there was this blog called "The Cutest Boys on the Planet." Okay, they messaged me one day. I actually met the girl. Her name was Ellen. Super nice. She was from
Shout out, Ellen.
Berkeley,
Yep.
and she ran the blog. And I never knew she was from the Bay. And we were kids. Like I was like 13 when I met her. I had finished this AAU game. She came by. I was like, oh. So anyway, I always get off my
Go
back.
ahead, you
I go.
good.
I'm trying to get the
Bro, we
story.
got time,
The story.
bro.
You gotta know the story.
Trust
Yeah.
me. We got
So-
time.
Cutest boys on the planet. On my phone's on. Cutest boys on the planet, and she was like, submit photos so we can reblog them. People will reblog them, and you can get some followers and stuff. And I was like, fuck it.
Right.
I was taking pictures anyway because me and my sister would do model. I wanted to be a model.
Was that a goal though at the time where like followers is the thing? Because I know now like we think, oh yeah, like followers, we need them, or quote unquote in the content space.
It wasn't even. It's never been about followers. It was about my awareness of who is aware of who has ever seen me before. Because not everyone follows, but there's people who don't follow me on anything, and
They know who you
they
are.
walk and be like, "Oh, that's Ronnie Banks."
Okay.
And
Get it?
I am sorry. I hate talking like that because that is not how I walk around talking. Like
Your
that,
humbleness
you know?
shows no matter what, though. Your
Yeah.
humbleness
Yeah,
shows,
but I'm
bro.
telling you, on terms of why I did it.
Right.
I did it because I just wanted to be a household name.
There you go.
Really,
It's okay to talk your
I
shit,
wanted
bro. You
people to
earned
be
it,
like,
bro.
oh, Ronnie Banks, just because I don't know.
Say
Right.
that.
I was 13.
Mhm.
You know, I just wanted to. I was making like Robot Chicken, how they did claymation. I wanted to be a director.
Wow.
So they did claymation. I used to do stop motion on my phone with my action figures. That's how I started making videos.
Okay.
And I make them beat their ass and shit like that. And I would do and I've always wanted to do voice
Good.
animation. So I want to do when I retire, I want to do like, you know, cartoons or like movies of voice animation or whatever it is, just narrate.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
tight.
I
Do-
love
in
to
your
narrate.
in your
Yeah.
own like creative realm of building it, or like
Right.
joining a Pixar and doing a movie with them. Like,
So
little both.
we can go. I'm actually I'm just in the thing of trying to create my next thing. And I don't want to say next big thing, but my next project. And I kind of want it to be. Have you guys ever seen Kanye West when he did basically like an hour-long music video? You ever seen that?
Shit me. No, I can't say I have.
So
Trying to
there
think.
was this, and I'm tripping if I say Kanye West, but my friend had showed me, and then when I was a kid, he had shown me this video. I think it was Kanye West because it had like this phoenix in it, but it was a long music video. It was like an hour long. It was damn near Kanye West, and
Say
it
that.
damn near was, and it was like a movie, and I was like, I want to make a movie that's just basically an hour long music video, and because the last thing that I did that was quote unquote big, which I told myself was on terms of television, which is obsolete soon, right? But
Say
Wow.
that. Say that.
I mean,
so
true.
on terms of that big thing, because this is going into philosophy. You
No,
can
yeah.
make a video that gets 10 million. I've had videos that get 60 million views. Okay, that was a month ago. and it's said and gone. That went viral, boom.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a movie, box office 5 million, 10 million,
Right.
but it will live on forever because it's a movie.
Ooh, they're gonna go back and watch that.
You can go back and watch a video
Yeah.
But I think
on your phone.
True.
So what you're saying is in the same space, it's gonna be everlasting,
It's just there's a realm.
right?
For
There's a realm for it. It's like
Right.
phone is phone and television is like internet is internet and television is television, and it's just for whoever knows, for our generation, it still matters.
Say that.
It's like
Because
breaking
once you
the
do a
space.
commercial, I've done 100 commercials this past 2 years with
Wow.
dozens of companies,
Right.
right? But if you do one commercial on TV, oh, you did that commercial on TV.
It's not. You can't
That's
see it
true.
on YouTube.
That's true. No, I'm with you with that. So for me, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, but commercial is a commercial at the end of the day. Like an ad is an ad. That's all a commercial is. Doesn't matter the platform that it's being advertised on. I would love to be on TV also, but if my stuff is still streaming on YouTube no matter what, and I'm still getting the revenue, that's still, utilizable
That's
for me.
where it's for sure at right now. People are getting the so that's where, okay, I got off topic again, but that's where it is now. But that's where it is now, right? People understand that now.
Right.
I was doing it when YouTube was not fucking cool.
Right. And that's the highlight that
Taking
needs-
pictures
yes.
of yourself was fraudulent.
Right.
Right.
Selfies.
Right.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is a dude doing taking selfies, bro?
At that point, no,
Right.
at that
And
point,
I had my shirt off.
Trailblazing.
Like this.
flexing on these motherfuckers. No,
Trailblazing.
say
Like,
that.
and I had more, and I was doing basketball, so I had more conditioning on me, and I just was standing there like that in front. Cause that's when my pops was pretty boy shit. So like,
Okay.
I brought that shit. I got
Brought it
that
to
in
light.
me. You
Turned
feel
it
me?
up.
Yeah.
Turned it
So
up.
I did it when niggas wasn't doing it, and
Yeah.
they just did not like it.
Right.
And
Now
guess
you-
what? I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
real nigga right
right. You
there.
got
That's real
to. You
nigga
stood
right
on what
there.
you knew.
I didn't give a centimeter
As you should.
because if I did, guess what? I would have stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been here for 13 strong years.
See, now that's the
and I quit and came back.
That's the transition too. Is like, of course, yeah, your mental was like, fuck the bullshit, fuck what they
Right.
say. I know, I see the bigger picture. But then still, you know what I'm saying, the surroundings that you have yourself with at that moment. Because through it all, everybody still, through elevation, you got to do separation. But at that time, you have to be able to notice when to do that.
Right.
So as you're building and as you're trying to be able to prosper in those levels, when you started at the Tumblr and you skipped on to the YouTubes and making that prosper, what was the transition that said, you know what, I'm going to take this actually serious? And what made that happen?
That's a great question.
I'm sorry. I had to give a little bit with it.
Yes,
I'm
that's
sorry.
a great question. I think what made me start taking it serious is when I saw what I was putting out to the world was getting reciprocated back to me.
Say that. That's respect.
With love and hate.
Oh,
Like.
so this is the thing. With love comes hate. With hate comes love.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of the biggest people who have the biggest opinions on me watch almost everything I've done because they have the opinion on everything I've done.
Really? I hear you.
And it's sometimes just like sometimes people self-project how they're feeling right now onto someone that they can't easily do it on by just typing. And sometimes because I have so many people on the platform, they just go vent.
Mm-hmm. And
They may just not be. They just have that kind of mentality to just want to go say whatever they want to say.
Right.
But on terms of the stuff in person, I could care. Honestly, for years, comments got to me because when I read. I read books.
Okay.
So for someone who reads something and actually creates stories, when I read comments and they used to go into depth about how much they hated me, I was like, damn, they vividly hate me.
reading it
like they
differently.
know me,
That's
like
what- yeah.
they really hate me, like they might like blood or something. Like
Right.
they
actually making sense.
someone just disowned me, like because I put so much of me out there. They know a lot of me. I can't believe you did that, but you dummy, you fuck you, like
And they
oh
might,
shit,
right.
I'm hella dumb. I'm damn near a dumbass nigga for that.
Right.
Damn, they're like, should I have done it differently?
Like right,
shit.
so that kind of stuff. But I was also very young too.
How do you how did you balance that out, and how do you balance that out though? Because that's still something like that mental state. I hear Charlamagne speak it all the time. Mental health. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you put yourself out there, you put your life out there compared to like me and Jonah put out perspectives of our life, but you put your life out there and respect to that. How do you deal with that? The dilemmas, the comments, the people chiming in, thinking that they have an opinion on your life.
So to go back, basically answering both questions is that when I had people coming to me
The reciprocation.
and they loved me so much that they would, like, people would shake and just be like, oh my, like they met someone that they really enjoy or thoroughly look up to or love.
Mm-hmm. That was the motivation factor.
I motivated a lot of people too.
Mm-hmm.
I blueprinted a lot of things, and I kind of just sat back,
Right.
you know. So a lot of people that I seen or have came to me like, oh dude, oh man, or anything, or just meeting people now that I have relationships with that are also successful, that look up to me, that I know they look up to me.
Right. It's like that.
It's a thing of like, that's why I do it.
I'm doing something right.
I signed up for it.
Right.
I made an account and I put the video out.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? I wanted this.
So like, none of that shit matters at the end of the day.
Right,
It really
right.
doesn't, because you know what you're putting in. And we were just having this conversation yesterday, bro. Like, I sleep so fucking good at night. Like the best I slept in a long time. Like I've had like the beginning of the year where I wasn't sleeping at all. You know what I mean? And I'm at a place in my life, bro. I can give a fuck less what anybody thinks about me.
Right.
I can give a fuck less. Like I know who I talk to every day. I know what I'm doing and the morals I have. So why am I not sleeping good at night, regardless of what the fuck anybody else has to say about it? You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm right there with you right now for sure.
That's honestly in sleep. You spend most of your time on this earth asleep.
Facts.
So if you don't sleep comfortably,
Yeah.
That's a problem. You need to
It
figure
is.
out.
Yeah.
That is a problem.
Right.
you know,
That's real.
I want to take it back though. That taking it serious moment, I'm sure, was around that. What the fuck? I'm making a platform moment, right? I kind of, I don't want to assume it, but I feel like it was around the same time. Like, what was it like capitalizing on that opportunity, bro? To you know what I'm saying? To be able to make that platform.
right?
Cause bro, no one was doing it. No one, you didn't have a blueprint. Like no, like
Yeah,
in the
really.
podcast space is still more new, but we have a kind of a blueprint to kind of base it off of.
Right.
No one was vlogging, no one was doing that back then. So it's like you were making a platform without even realizing it. When was that? What the fuck? I'm making a platform moment. Like how did that look, and the opportunity going forward to capitalize off of it?
So I used to watch. So it's cool, honestly. When the first day someone ever called me a YouTube OG, I just felt so good because I was just like, you know, because people who know, if if you know Ronnie Banks, if you know, type of thing, especially in the Bay, right? Like when we were kids, like it was different. It was just popping, right? So I got off track. What was
Capitalizing on the opportunity of like making the platform.
okay?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Once I decided that it was gonna be something, I wanted to. I just didn't want. I wanted to make sure that I always was doing something that where it wouldn't fall off, because at the end of the day, I didn't want to be a trend. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't want to, and I didn't
Or
want
a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I don't want to offend anybody either, because this is why I'm trying to like protect what I say right now.
Right.
I don't want to offend anybody, because I don't want to say people are anyone else, because there's been times where I've gone up and down in this space, bro. I've been Ronnie Banks and broke.
Damn. Respect.
Okay.
Okay.
What's poppin' with y'all, man? It's your boy JG. Not trying to cut too much into the new Ronnie Banks episode, of course, but Jay, Jonah, and I actually got a BSP exclusive for y'all. We're not just giving away one. We're giving away two $100 gift cards. This giveaway closes August 24th. All you gotta do is like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a comment on this video to let us know that you went ahead and did so, and you will be entered in the Arco giveaway. Peace.
But there's also times where I've literally was on the peak of my life, I felt like, and then hit the bottom and then hit the peak of my life again.
Right.
Like, what the fuck kind of shit is this?
Right. The platform's still Ronnie Banks. You still have it, but you're still going through these whirlwinds.
Right.
So I've been here for 13 years. I've been going through all this, and at the end of the day, people just know what they've been given.
Right.
Right.
Right. So capitalizing off the opportunity though, like making money from it, bro? How did that even like? Okay,
I didn't make money for a long time. I
Okay,
was
that's all I
just
need to
Ronnie
hear.
Banks.
Right. Okay, that's
Hey,
what I'm
man,
saying.
okay, it's making sense now.
I was
It's making
just
sense now.
He
Ronnie
had to-
Banks.
That's what
It's
happens
making-
when you're the first to do it. You go through the hardest hardships. I feel like to do it, right?
Facts,
And then
facts.
now
And
people-
it was
It's a
harder
sacrifice.
because
It's really a
people weren't.
sacrifice.
Now people, it's honestly a lot easier. Now it's lucrative because
very.
it's easier to do it. Nobody was making money. Few people were being making money on YouTube back then, and especially because I wasn't even 18 yet.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can't even have checks in my own name.
Yeah.
I
Had
get
checks
it.
going to my pop's name.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, and I can't even file for the IRS.
Yeah.
They
Damn.
taking taxes out of my dad, so my dad don't want it to go to his name no more.
Like, what are you
Giving game for
doing,
y'all.
son?
Some real
Stop.
shit, right?
Giving game for
Stop.
y'all right
It's
now.
the USA. So it was hard, bro. You know, for a long time. And then keep in mind, so okay, here it is. I was 12, 13, decided that I decided I wanted to create. It wasn't content. It was just back in the day. It was just creating. I just wanted to make. Back then, I wanted to make movies. Fuck YouTube. I mean, YouTube was a stepping stone for I wanted to be
get you
Adam
where you wanna
Sandler,
go.
bro.
Got you.
I want
On a
to make
direct
it-
level or acting level? Because
He said
Both.
He said a lot about. I was gonna say, yeah.
Both.
Whoa!
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
my shit on.
I'm on
Tyler
all
Perry.
that.
Talk
Tyler
your
Perry.
shit. Talk your shit. I feel you.
That's my dog right there.
I want to own my own rights
Right.
to all my shit because I've always have. No
Got
one's.
you.
I've been here for so long. I could have did so many deals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about time I just did my own because I already set myself up to be able to just keep doing it on my own. Then.
You're right.
Self.
Because the thing is, and this is also what I was getting to say about the last big thing I did is for TV because I did Criminal Minds, right? You know why
Fuck.
I did Criminal Minds.
Fuck you do
Criminal
that?
Minds, the TV show.
I love
Everybody know
Criminal
what
Minds, bro.
is, man.
Season 9, episode 8, The Return.
I'm going as soon as that go back in there.
Gavin is the unsub in the episode
Yep.
by yours truly.
Dang.
Gavin, the white guy with Gavin, the main character.
No.
He's Gavin.
No.
Oh,
No, so,
I lost him.
no, Gavin Rossler. Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, my character.
Yep.
My character, he was in the diner and stuff.
I'm gonna go look, bro.
Yeah, but anyway, so the reason why I stopped doing TV, okay, and I'm not gonna name any names. I'm not gonna talk about any networks, anything like that. No shame to anybody. But this was supposed to be the introduction of Ronnie Banks to network television. Okay, this is going into like
What year is
management. This is not Ronnie Banks anymore. This is management and corporations trying to talk to Ronnie Banks.
Got
Okay?
you. What year was
The
it?
entity. I was 15.
Okay.
Oh,
15.
Okay.
This was like right at the peak prime of like Vine,
Got you.
because they had found me from Vine. I'm just gonna say they
They're like
reached
they.
out and from Criminal Minds team. I'll go ahead and say that Criminal Minds reached out,
That's lit.
and we didn't even believe it at first. That's why I'm gonna say that because we didn't believe that. My dad was like, I'm a big fan of the show.
I know the show. Yeah.
I'm
Right.
talking like we sit and watch like every episode, and we like feel like we're a part of the show. Like,
Definitely.
there's a lifestyle to it. Like, let's go watch.
I want to go on that
yeah.
plane.
Yep.
So
What the fuck?
they hit us up, and it was like the weirdest manifest of my life at that point because I was like, no way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we'd love for Ronnie to come down to LA, and we'd love to do this. Is we didn't reach out to them.
They reached out to you. Yeah.
It's fake.
Crazy. Can't be real.
My dad's
Back
like,
then.
nah, but let's just see if they just he responds.
Yep.
Yeah,
Shout out
so
Pops.
yeah, he
Shout out
responds,
Pops.
and they're like, "Yeah, we'll fly you guys out." We're like, "No way."
No
Okay,
fucking
boom.
way. It's fake tickets.
Immediately said, "Send your info." We sent the info tickets. Huh?
Oof. This is real.
Is this the people from the?
I'm going to LA.
Okay, we're going to LA. We go to LA. We go to the big building,
Whoa.
and hi, nice to meet you. Da, 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 da. Right.
Again, this is the introduction to Bronny Banks to network
Yeah,
television.
yeah. So I'm talking to the networks, and well, the fucking y'all know the network to Criminal Minds. I'm talking to the network.
Yeah.
So fuck, I just told on myself. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I ain't with him.
Right.
Anyway. But I did love my what I will say as on terms of the people, and corporate is corporate, bro.
Always.
That's why I'm not in it.
Every
But
time.
in terms of the people and the experience I had and what I learned and what I took from that experience was everlasting and one of the greatest things I've done on terms of television.
Right.
And until next time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
that.
So it's
So-
in the future.
And this is what told me this, because I was peak Vine days, right? And I didn't even have, I had maybe 2.5 million followers at the time. Okay, keep in mind. On Vine. This is on Vine.
God damn.
Oh yeah,
You said
Vine.
that hella
crazy.
lightly though.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
said that
fucking
hella
crazy.
lightly. Like
Bro,
Those
it
are
was
real.
a lot of people got their start from Vine. A lot of people got a lot of followers from Vine.
That's dope.
wow.
A lot of dear
carried on.
friends, a lot of dear friends of mine, and people that have been acquaintances, and people that I know. You know what? We know each other. Hey, we both came from the same spot. We know that we both got some followers from Vine, bro.
That's tight.
We
Shout out.
we owe it to that app.
Right.
out.
Right.
Even if we were doing it before, a
Did
lot
they
of
ever
people owe
call
their
you?
break.
Reach out to you? Anything like that?
Vine?
The Vine app?
I was top 50 at one point, so I
Yeah.
was doing all the like Vine stuff, like whatever Vine was having.
That's so
I was
lit, bro. That's
doing
so
Vine,
tight.
Yeah, they reach out to
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working. I didn't work
Wow.
with Vine, but like, shout out to Jerome. He was one of the biggest Viners in the world. Actually, he just would smile. Y'all know that white guy who just smile and he'd be anywhere. And Jerome Jar, and he had like millions, tens of millions of followers. He actually, because he got me verified. It was my first verification, which actually led into my Twitter and my Instagram verification
Lit.
because I was verified on Vine.
Lit.
Shout out
Lit.
Vine, bro. People don't really realize that. Like that app actually changed
That
lives.
changed my life.
Yeah.
That changed my life.
That's
Yeah.
dope, bro. That's
That
I
changed
mean,
my
and
life.
even the verification factor, you can buy a blue check now. That back then, that
Vine,
was
you had to. He knew Mr. Vine.
Right.
That's why.
That's
Right.
tight.
So Jerome was like, "I'm gonna get you verified,"
But
and he
was
loved my dad.
You was definitely deserving of that though. You was putting in the work.
I was putting in cold man sweat. I had no girl. I had no kids. I just focused on me.
And you was
Yeah.
editing all that yourself too at that time?
Oh, I still today.
I've heard. I'm like, bro, how are you out here editing like
I have to just
hands on?
because I feel like that's the director part. I feel like when I make my movie, I know it's gonna be different, but I want to edit it not myself, but I want a whole bunch of hands and eyes to make sure I'm on track and we're on track together and it's a project.
Right.
But I also want to make sure be like, okay, yeah, I like how that's going.
Mm-hmm.
I want that to clip there and then punch that there because that's really funny. That timing right there, that made it more funny. The separation of time or how close it was together made it more funny.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then-
you can only come up with that because you know what you want to put out.
That
there.
matters.
Mhm.
It matters in the punch of things, especially in short form content.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to have a quick punch in the audio. All matters. And
Short
stuff.
form content, I think, is what the audience wants right now, right? Their attention span is lacking.
Before it wasn't. Before
Right.
it was like they want to see 45-minute videos of you. And that's what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing mini movies. I've been doing mini movies. Like low key,
Right.
you can go on my YouTube. I have like 40-minute, 30-minute videos. Up there.
Right.
All edited by me in 2 hours.
Speak on it coming into fruition now, the Instagrams, the TikToks, the algorithms in general. You know what I mean? Like, how are you staying relevant, bro? How do people stay relevant today? Like, I know there's a lot that goes into the algorithms that we talk about. We hear that word a lot when it comes to this space. You know what I mean? And I didn't know too much about it till I entered this space, and I'm like, oh shit, this shit really does play a part. I guess.
This is a really good way to explain, and this is to go into what happened with Criminal Minds to end it off. When I did the show, I was supposed to go more into depth with doing more stuff, but when we did the show, it released. They made me post. I'm not saying any names, but it wasn't, the people like not the actors of Criminal Minds, you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, can you put sneak previews and posts and to let people know you're going to be the guest star of this episode?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, I'm going to let everybody know I'm going to guest star of this episode.
Right.
Not realizing,
NDAs.
just realizing what was going to come from it, right? Like this could be a little my movie moment. Like it's my first TV debut,
Right.
and I was really, really hot with. It was just a young crowd. It was really. It was a perfect time in my life to do that back then, especially.
Like, I'm on a show.
Definitely.
So, I don't know. I'm not going to say any numbers because I don't want to get fact checked. But it is the most viewed episode ever
Oh,
of that entire series,
Wow.
and the highest rated live. Like live, people watching it live.
Yeah. Seeing it at 7
Millions
p.m.
more tuned in live to that show than
Wow.
they have ever seen.
Wow.
Any guest star they've ever had.
What'd that do to you? How did you see that?
And it's to this day, so I'm just like, oh my God.
Right. Influence, bro.
Why would I? And so when that happened, and I'm not gonna go into depth because I'm not gonna sit around and blame anybody. They said another reason why is they when the network said why the episode was the highest and stuff, they didn't want to talk about their new star or the new co-star, the guest star. They just said, "Oh, we changed we did some things differently,
Change the
with
narrative.
format."
No, not even trying to highlight you at all.
Well, because I was a kid, I was basically like a kid suicide bomber, basically. Like I went and sacrificed my life and like shot up with like a diner and like me and the police got into a shootout and shit.
So it wasn't.
So they said it was the dynamic rather
The
than
industry,
why
bro.
they
Than the
had me
person.
post dozens of times. I posted about Criminal Minds maybe like at least 5 times on all my platforms.
Right.
Being like, hey, I'm about to be on a TV show. Come watch this shit. I'm about to go guns a blazing. Go watch it.
I mean,
And
that
it
would
was
make
juice.
anybody.
People was juice.
Right. Want to go watch
I
it.
watched with my
No,
family.
He's already
not
popping
even
already
that.
on his own.
I'm touching on his subject of why going forward, there's like full control, full narrative, and full like exposure marketing is in his hands now because he went through that. He did that. He's seen that what he brought to the show. What if it was his show? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
And I can go have it
Right.
because and the thing is, once I voiced it, not me, but my dad, because we both were like, So my dad went and voiced it, and then they didn't like that we had a voice.
Right.
Especially because they didn't want some niggas coming. Because my dad, like, I don't look as, like, deep complexion as my dad does. So when he's speaking for me, it's even a little bit different. It's even more different because I'm lighter, but he's a little bit darker. So they have like, it's just a weird energy, right?
Definitely.
So he go in there,
Corporate's
having a voice,
real, guys.
it's
Corporate
like,
is real.
Who this nigga think he is?
Say that.
So and then like now because it's my voice, he's speaking for me now. We missed out on returning because we're like, you guys, you're supposed to bring us on for another thing, and whatever, they just want to supporting doing another thing.
See, networks, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really had no bad spin with that, but like I've heard stories, bro, and they'll fucking like find any avenue to make it seem like you're not worth crap.
Well, they because that's the thing. Well, that's the yeah, right. But that's the thing. Social media, it's being a quote unquote influencer just derives any kind of force someone could really have behind their artistry.
And that's the scary part.
And I don't mean to offend anybody who claims themselves as an influencer. I apologize. I am just saying that
it's a fact.
There's a lot of people who don't consider themselves as such, and when they are trying to make an artistry or do something with kind of some respect from someone who isn't in the social media realm and doesn't understand it, they want to label themselves as something, and then they get called a YouTuber, and they may not find that, even though that's the greatest compliment you can ever tell me, because I get tips and checks. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Hell yeah.
I'm glad you saw. Thank you.
Yeah,
right.
thank you. Yeah.
But on terms of, some people, because now it's getting, oh, you're an influencer. Like, so now it's becoming a derogatory term to people. It's like, don't offend me, right? Relax. You can call, like, if influencer is being like, and he's an influencer, some people be like, oh, you're an influencer. Like, relax. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, and especially for someone that I've felt like I've just done too many things.
Right.
I've done too many things.
Yeah.
And honestly, and this is where the algorithm, when you speak things to an existence, I didn't want myself to get too famous.
Okay.
And meaning in what ways?
Meaning into where I can't pull up somewhere by myself and have a relaxed time.
Got you.
Still want to go to Walmart.
But that's kind of grimy. I can't go to Walmart.
Damn.
Target. We're going to Target.
Anyway, I'm not,
No,
bro.
yeah.
I'm talking about just people. I'm a little bit bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
So just the energy that it kind of pulls is just weird sometimes. People don't know who I am. They just be like, basketball? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, something. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I mean?
something. They're just looking at you. This guy looks like
Right,
somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's not even to go be like trying to act like an asshole or anything. It's
No,
just,
it's real.
Sometimes people just stare at
The
me.
tallest
It's
guy in the
kinda
room,
like,
someone's going to say something.
yeah, what are you looking at? You know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
But on terms of that, it's kind of like I didn't want to get to a point where I couldn't have my life. and still have a life. You know what I mean? Because at the point, like you people see a lot, majority of my life, majority of it, but I still have my life with me. Like, you know what I mean?
That's tight.
And then I'm not always on the road. And if I am, I'm with my family. It's not like I have, this is the first podcast I've ever done.
Shout out,
And I'm by
BSB.
myself. You know what I mean? I'm
Shout out
normally with
Ronnie
my
Banks.
kids, with my wife. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, so that's I'm able. I always wanted to still have that. So that's why I feel like sometimes I take a step back when I feel like things are getting too much.
Because you want to enjoy it.
I've been telling myself to live in the moment more.
I think it's just being humane, right?
I didn't live in the moment for a long time. A majority of my
That's deep.
life was really like from 14 to 17 before I had my first daughter.
Yeah.
It was really quick for me, and I was fucking on drugs. So like, we can get into that later, but
Yeah.
We actually ain't got to get to it all. if you don't want to.
I mean,
No.
it's whatever. It's a part of my life.
I want to transition a little bit to like
No, for sure.
something with the family.
Because
man.
that's
Oh
interesting.
yes, let's go back into that. My bad.
No, they needed to say this. They needed to hear it. We needed this. For real, for real. We're going to go back to it, though.
That's interesting. He says that though, is because I feel like with the platform, family's on Front Street. You know what I'm saying? Already. So I mean, the fact that you appreciate that wanting to not be too big and like you know what I mean, and doing that and being able to
now
still
my
stay
daughter
human.
can't go to, whatever it might be. Because,
Because I feel like it's already. I just want to be down to earth as much as I can. Because honestly, I don't think I could have been where I am today if I just walked around acting different, right? So I'm not trying to act different, but I do want to recognize my accolades too. I also want to be proud of myself, right? So I'm proud that I'm Ronnie Banks. I'm proud that I'm Ronnie Banks, and like because I love when people come up to me, but I don't want people to think that like me being Ronnie Banks also has like this stigma of like I'm Ronnie Banks.
Right.
Because sometimes I'm Ronald Hackett. I'm myself.
See, now that's
Ronald
respect.
Hackett.
Now that's respect right there.
You feel me? Most of the time, most of the day, I'm Ronald Hackett. We were just in Vegas, and I was Ronnie Banks.
Right. He was fucking up the scene, huh?
I'm Ronnie Banks right now too.
He
You
was
know what I'm
fucking up
saying?
the scene.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I had to take being able to utilize, that at a point, and then also just being my dad. I'm my dad. I'm a dad 90% of my time. I'm Ronnie Banks when I gotta work, and when I'm just being in the public eye. You know what I'm saying?
So my question is, with being a dad, when you had your first child, what was the plan then? And now that you have your, number 2 and number 3, what do you adjust now with your new ones now? Because I know, I don't know, I haven't had kids. I want kids. I've been with my girl for like 9 years, bro, next month. So I'm like, I'm just something in my mind.
Congratulations. That's
It's hard.
Beautiful years.
Yes, thank you. So I'm hoping to like get on that knee soon. And hopefully after that I have some kids.
Right.
But I'm like, after you have that one, how was that one, and what made it easier to have 2 and 3?
So
If it wasn't.
this is political now because I had my first daughter when I was 17. Very
You was
young.
How old are
Yeah.
you now, bro?
I'm 24.
24.
I'm
Still
24.
young, right? Still young.
Yeah, I'm young, but I feel old. I feel old, especially because the new generation is growing so fast.
Fast.
That
Facts.
makes
So
sense.
that's real. That's
So
real.
I feel a lot older, and I'm like still we're all so young.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
40 is the new 20, bro. We got a
Really,
long time.
yeah. My dad feel young as fuck right now. So, yeah. On terms of like I had a daughter, my first daughter, very young, so I learned a lot of things, and I always wanted to be a man. I always wanted to be
Provider.
Yeah, right. I always wanted to be a man, even when I was young, because I always used to lie about my age. I used to be I was 13, walking around. I'm 17. You know what I'm saying? I was always young, lying about my age, saying I wanted to be older. I kicked it with everybody older. All my family was older. I kicked it with OGs all day at the barbershop. So
You see it. You see it.
I got conversation is within me because that's all you do at the barbershop. You feel me? You just chop it up. So it's kind of like I learned a lot with my daughter because I have 5 sisters.
That's why I looked at you when he said that, bro. He's
Yeah.
got 3. He's a girl dad with 5 sisters.
My dad is the only son of my grandfather.
Wow.
He is Ronald Smith Hackett.
Wow.
the second, Junior.
Shout out Pops. Shout out Pops.
Yeah,
Shout out Pops.
and he's the only boy of his sisters. I think it's 4.
Wow.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dad.
Dang, so it's
I think it's have like 4 or 5 aunts. I think 5. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm terrible. I don't want to count every single one right now.
No,
It's a
you're
lot.
good. You're good.
But
Big families.
and I'm the only son. I'm Ronald Smith Hackett III
Wow, bro.
of my father, and I'm the only son of my 5 sisters. And I protect my sisters, and I'm some younger, some older, but I'm the motherfucking big brother.
Hell yeah. Are you're the youngest out of the?
I'm the middle.
Middle. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Right,
say
right.
because I mean you're at 3 now. Are we gonna get to 5 to try to get to the 6th son? Like what are
Man,
we doing?
It's
Like,
like you gotta keep trying.
I'm doing. We're not. It's just we're gonna make a nigga. It's going.
it's gonna happen. We're
No,
speaking.
so we're doing in vitro.
Oh yeah, that Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson type thing.
And whoever did it,
Whoa, no, I mean speak on
I
that.
know that I'm gonna have a son because I want my legacy to continue, and I want my son to look over his sisters.
There you go.
Because I know that all my daughters have me in them, which is that part, right? You feel me? Like they all with the shit differently too. And my 1-year-old even with the shit, and I'm like, oh, you crazy? You got like the faces she make, like,
That's
oh,
tight.
you raw. You from the Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from the Bay.
and from Hawaii. She went to Hawaii when she was only 2 weeks old.
Oh, tight.
Yeah, but
Oh wow.
she had to
on a plane at 2 weeks old.
but
Goodness.
my father-in-law passed away, and she was just born.
Oh, she had to go for sure. I understand you.
We left the day
God
he passed.
bless, and I'm
yeah,
sorry
but
about
no,
that
it's all
loss.
right. We got on the plane, and she touched Hawaiian soil. You know what I'm saying? She still was forming. Her belly button still was in her shit. So, you know what I'm saying? She Hawaiian.
She Hawaiian. Hawaiian for real.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I got off tangent again. My
Nah,
bad.
we
You good.
good. I just really.
But that's basically about converting and learning things. I was very young. I was still learning, and I was in a whole different relationship and a whole different me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And things you take and leave as you grow into the next chapter of your life. And I'm in a new chapter, and I am as I said, like I'm the busiest and the happiest like my soul has ever been.
It's awesome,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
That's how it
Like,
should be.
Awesome.
and so is my vessel now because I'm able to be happy and like raise my kids and be a good ass husband.
In a
And,
good space.
right.
That's awesome.
Are you the first in like your friend group to like get in your friend group to get married, or to get married?
Couple days.
Between my groomsmen, my brother-in-law is married to my sister-in-law, and he's my friend group. And then my brother-in-law, I don't have much friends in terms of like a circle of henchmen, my brothers and
Okay.
whatever. If henchman isn't the word too, I might have just said a bullshit ass word. But, people to stand by your side. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real though. I mean, because seeing success at a young age, like how did that change the people around you? Because I'm sure you had friends growing up.
Right.
You know what I
So
mean?
shout out to my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
They know. They know what's up.
There's been few who have been there from when I was crafting Ronnie Banks, and are here today and gonna be standing by my side when I get married. Right. When I get wedding.
He's excited for it.
I'm just saying some dumb shit. Yeah, but fucking always get off topic. What I say?
Just change, like success changing the ones around you at a young age.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm on it today.
I've had you
Nice.
are. Bro. Thank you.
I'm
Bro,
glad I didn't
thank
get
you.
out
We
of
being
that.
shameless, bro. I'm sorry. It's I've met a lot of people in my life. I've had many friends of people who and on at the end of the day, people that if I ever see again, I love them. Like, but I just it's not an everyday thing, and I have stuff going on in my life every day right now. That it's just it's that, and I have my close friends that know like when I need a friend to talk to, when it's time to be my friends, they're my friends,
Right.
because most of the time I'm at home dealing with my kids,
Right. Definitely.
You're in your own journey.
And at the end of the day, that's my life now.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you're always gonna be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So I have many people that I love dear to my heart, right? And we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing. But there's been people that have came and gone.
Okay.
More that have came and gone.
Right.
Than people that to this day that I.
How accepting are you to new
Yeah.
faces? Like, is it like no new friends type shit?
No, it's not so much no new friends. It's more so like time tells all.
Got you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I always give, no matter what. I meet a lot of people for the first time and I never see them again because we take a photo for the one time.
Right.
I took I don't know how many pictures in my life. Right. With
Man, a lot of people.
Right. I've met a lot of people. So it's not like it's never no new friends because I've never rejected a photo unless I was eating.
Right.
Or like I've had a couple in the bathroom, but it wasn't like I wasn't.
Don't
I never
ask
was
Ronnie
pissing.
no bathroom
It's
photo.
like we're hand washing hands. Like, hey, you're that da-da-da guy,
Yeah.
and it's always a different app. You're that da-da-da, you're ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, all these millions of apps that I'm on, right? You're that guy, yeah. Or nah, I'd be playing around with it, in my mood.
It ain't me.
I'd be like, who?
Yeah.
Like that. It's like this, make them say my name. Be like, yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right.
me.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah, but that's that.
Just because this has been a season 10 question, I got to ask him too. New friends as good as old friends, or old friends always better than new friends?
Some old friends may not adapt with your new.
Say
I
that
don't know.
shit.
I don't even know if I can.
No,
if
that's
that
real.
makes sense.
No, it
That
does
makes a
real.
lot of sense.
Because sometimes they're new. Because at the end of the day, bro, no one, if you know someone from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, however many years ago, because the thing is, you should always be elevating as a person. So if you're the same person for that long, I'm not I'm not trying to be a stagnant person.
Nope. I don't want that box on my head.
Right? And it's not about like whatever. There's everything. Every person has their own story, but it's about like, when I just want to do this thing, and I feel like you wouldn't appreciate if I did it.
Right. No, for real.
Then that's when it's kind of like, hey, we can't, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let any other entity, meaning a person, control my journey within my destiny within my life. Meaning, I want to be a father with kids.
I think
And that's what I am now.
That's what I was just about to say. That I think it's understanding, right? Like if I'm an old friend of yours that we're used to drinking and getting smoking, whatever it may be, and I ain't got no kids still, and I'm still on this tip, you're on a whole.
Granted, I'm
vibe.
gonna smoke with you. We gonna always smoke
Right,
together.
right. Yeah, but I'm just saying though.
But
like,
hey, I may not be able to just down hella shots tonight. I gotta go put kids with diapers on and go give baths later. I'm not trying to be hella drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna smoke with you. Always gonna smoke with you.
Yeah. But it's just, I
But,
get you. It's just we're on
yeah,
different
we're
time
not-
frames, and you gotta
yeah,
understand that I'm with my kids. I gotta go home later, and then
I was just at my dad's
yesterday.
yesterday. It's midnight. Right when it hit 12:02, I looked at my iWatch. I said 12:02, and I got the kids with me. I said, "Oh yeah, they went to drink more Henny. They were drinking Henny last night. My dad's birthday was just a couple. They still celebrating.
Shout
I'm
out,
like,
shout out, pops.
Still
Hey, I got the podcast in the morning. I gotta get up out of here with the kids.
Appreciate you, Ronnie, for real, bro.
Yeah.
I think I set the alarm, went to sleep. I was like, man, midnight hit. I
appreciate
went
you,
to sleep.
bro.
No
And
cap.
I set the alarm too. So
That's dope, bro.
yeah,
Thank you for real, man.
Nah, so that's just how things gotta be.
Yeah, nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
With that, of course, you always want to make sure you're here to see, all your kids be able to marry off and be able to, have their lives flourish. What is it that, you're doing right now in your life? Well, actually, my question to you, it is, where's this one at? Because my bad. When being married, being a married man, what has been something you've learned to change as a man in the past? And what is something you personally plan to change in the future? So what's something that you have to learn to change in the past, and what's something you personally plan to change for yourself personally in the future? And I was saying,
When I was a kid,
there we go. Sorry.
When I was a kid, I used to be a liar. I lied about my age a lot.
You said that too. I mean,
And I did it because when I was young, baby, I love you so much, and you know everything about me. Okay, but when I was younger, I was doing dog shit. I was just being a kid, a boy. I was being a boy. and I always lied about my age. 'Cause I want to be older. Wanted to talk to older chicks and whatnot or whatever. You
No
know.
respect.
See.
Say that.
So I just got used
I'm
to
single,
it.
bro.
I got used to like living. I got used to like living a lie, because and Ronnie, I never. So if you know, you know. Ronnie Banks announced his age when he was 16, and people freaked out.
Right. I
I
remember
keep
that.
saying Ronnie Banks, but I announced my age when I was 16,
I remember
and
that.
people just were devastated.
I ain't gonna lie. One of my girlfriends was a big fan, and she had a
Grown women just hit me with like, "Oh my God!" Half of them were like, "You lied to me," and other were like, "I
Wow.
can't believe this."
Damn. If only at 16 I was
He's a
popping like
boy.
that, nigga. What?
He's a
Oh my
boy.
God. Go ahead.
Baby, I love you so much.
Shout out. Yeah, no, shout out.
I love
Respect
you
everybody.
so much.
Yep,
Come
respect,
on,
respect.
respect.
I will never say something my wife don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's
But,
communication right there. Speaking on that.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what it was. That's what it was like. So when oh fuck.
What was it about getting into marriage?
Yeah,
Or-
well-
Oh, okay, so I was lying about my age a lot to just get out girls, whatever. So I used to lie like, oh, oh yeah, I was like 18, but I'm like 15, right? So I'm 18, and then one time one partner had been like, hey, we got a class tomorrow right in front of the. So like I just got caught up, and then you said you were 18, and stuff like that, and so I just got into, and I'm getting embarrassed, like, so I just was like, and that's why I got 1997 tattooed right on my knuckles, like I
So
can
they
never
know.
lie about it ever again.
There you go.
Say
And
that.
I got it tattooed when I was young too. I was like, and I was like 17, I was like 18, or I was like 19, 18 when I got the tattoo.
I ain't gonna cap. It's only because you just so damn tall, bro. I swear I never thought that you was like young, bro. You young. I'm 28. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, man.
So it's because people say it's because, my dad says it because I'm hella boring. Because it's just kind of like, because I'm big, and he says I'm big or whatever, but it's just because like, I'm too mellow sometimes. Like on YouTube or whatever, I got the camera on me or whatever, and I'm like, I'm trying to hype because that's what I know you got to do it.
Right. Facts.
I'm being my character.
I was just about to say character.
And that's why people know and love Ronnie Banks so much as myself, is because I've always tried to maintain that character even through sadness,
Right.
Consistent character.
even through whatever.
Right.
Because if you go and everything is online, you can see my whole stage in life where I was on acid, going through I was off Xannies every fucking day, just losing my mind.
God damn it.
And all that is traceable, and you wouldn't have ever known.
Game. That's crazy.
Except my friends and my family being like, I don't like that part of your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Where
But at
he
least
was
they were
doing
vocal
that.
when they said that to you, though.
But I didn't let nobody tell me nothing but back.
Damn it.
I was being an asshole.
Say that.
I dropped out of high school and shit. I was being an asshole.
What was the mindset of settling down though? Like, bro, I mean, you're getting females there. I'm sure you're getting them at all ages, like we just talked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why settle down? Why does Ronnie Banks want to settle down?
I was young, and my girlfriend at the time was older, and I thought I was the shit because I've always wanted, like I said, I always wanted to be a man. I always wanted to do man shit for some reason. It's because my dad was such a dope ass man, I thought.
Okay.
I know that I was like, oh yeah, I'm on that. And because he was a good ass dad and he didn't skip on his kids, I was like, I'm on that.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Totally.
Right?
No, it
Right.
totally does.
Saying it out loud is kind of manny, but that's some real shit.
No, it's
it
what
does,
you
right?
seen.
So because and then I feel like that's also why, like if you know, that's why my wife's family loves me so much, is because my wife's father was like a spinning image of how I conduct myself is how he conducted. Well, how he conducted him is they saw it in me,
Wow.
but vice versa.
Wow.
Thing, right?
Yep.
Is
Wow.
and that's why they also say like,
How
a
did that
woman
feel
finds
hearing
her
that?
true happiness. When even her family telling me that multiple Grandma Connie, I love you so much. Jerry's Jerry's mother told me that it was my job to take care of these girls now. And when I heard that out of her mouth, having so much respect and so much hurt for her at that moment, I was like, yo, this shit been bigger than me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's bigger than me. So that's 2021. So 2022, I'm like, wait, was that 2021? Yes, it was. It's been a year. 2022 has been a year of going back to the very first shit was growth. Like I just been trying to bring some sunshine into some stuff. Like
this is experimenting in that I'm taking over the like I'm the
and I got to build. That's why
you got a lot under your wings now. It's time to really embrace that.
right. That's why I want to do this now. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like because now people can always come look back to when I decided to come do some shit again. You know what I'm saying? Because because I'm about to get married after the wedding, I'm gonna have some time to work on me.
There you go.
Because right now I'm working on and I'm gonna always work on everything. But I'm gonna have some time to because right now I'm like this still. I'm still kind of real busy.
Right.
So after the wedding, and after the honeymoon, during the honeymoon, it's gonna start my honeymoon. But after my honeymoon, I'm gonna really just lay down.
Where you guys going?
I don't know yet.
You're not doing the honeymoon in Hawaii?
I'm always in Hawaii. That's a
That's
honeymoon
home, bro.
already.
He's
That's
an
home.
island,
I'm thinking the
boy.
honeymoon was gonna be like on Hawaii, still in Hawaii.
I done touched the whole island at this point.
Come
Oh,
on, bro.
my
Come
God.
on. 'Cause you know
Oahu,
we
at
talking
least.
to-
I had never been to Big Island. I want to go I want to go experience, and we have plenty of family there, and I can't wait to meet everybody there and spend some time with everybody there. But on Oahu, that's my home. My children are from there.
Love that.
You know what I
Love
mean?
that.
That is home.
Man, if y'all made it this far, make sure y'all follow, like, comment, subscribe, bro.
Please.
For real, man. Shout out our sponsors, Munchy Mini Donuts, 7 Leaves. They took care of you, bro. They got the Supreme Jealousy and Street Heat over there for you for later on. And when you know what I'm saying, chilling out and vibing out.
I love this setup.
Yeah, no, it's tight.
Hey, Ronnie, so, random topic. What's your biggest pet peeve about your wife?
When she is a very headstrong woman and independent woman, and I will take great pride that I did everything I could possibly can or could and still are trying to teach her just to be on game. Like, so she's very aware. She was aware already, and when she came into my life and we just evolved each other, she's with the shit now. You feel me? And so my kids, and like, you know what I'm saying? So she's very now. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I was like, wait. I was like, is she too much?
And it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? And it's my fault. So that's you know. But hey, I love everything about my wife. You know what? If you don't not love, but if you don't endure the disagreements, the argument, we don't really. It's not about arguing. More so, our thing is like we just go. I hate it being quiet.
Yeah.
In my own home. So that's what we're great at it now. Because we discussed it.
Communicating.
Hey, I'm not finna walk around quiet in my own home all day.
Right.
And you're not either.
Right.
Because guess what? We're both business people. We both make money. We both make money here. We both pay the bills.
Good.
You're not finna walk around in your house quiet as hell either.
Moping, doing nothing. Come on.
And that's a mutual respect.
I always make sure that me and my wife were equals. No matter who make more money, no matter what, because she got bread too.
Yep.
So you pay bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
You know, I helped her. You know, I taught her how to do things. I get cars and shit. So she got a Range Rover. She pay her bill.
Yep.
I don't pay her bill.
Got you to whip.
Yeah.
I put my name on it.
Yeah, you good.
So I think you definitely answered my question.
Definitely.
All right. So
Yeah.
I just had to tie this
It's
in.
that tude. She got that bay in her
That
now.
tude.
I got that island. She got that bay.
Hey,
Shit.
That bay is something different though.
Yeah.
But you said like, okay, tapping in with the following base. You do have an abundance following base. So how do you balance out work from family time? And how did you get that point across to your family? You just said, you know, your daughters kind of get, you know, the program too. They know when that camera's on. I'm pretty sure they ready for it. So how did you get that across?
It's that we act as, it's not like act normal, the camera's on. It's just like act normal, the camera's on. Like, if that made sense, that's probably sound hella dumb.
The way you said it made sense.
But you're right, because it's almost just like we're just acting normal still. We're not turning, on terms of like, turning something on, it's my energy, because I really low-key just want to sit down. I'm trying to sit down. I'm really a lazy dude. I want to sit down. I'm a gamer. I like to play video games, you feel me? So I want to sit down.
Yep. What you play on the video games?
I play everything. I play God of War right now.
Mm.
God of War right now.
I got no Wi-Fi in the Caribbean in LA, so I'm waiting to get back on the Call of Duty as soon as I get that.
Oh,
shit in there.
Warzone. So I love Warzone. That I took that game to the, and it's so sad. It's a sad story, but everyone, if you know, you know. I was streaming on Twitch, and I would stream with my wife's dad, and he would play with Warzone with me.
Y'all was killing him.
We'd be up to. He wasn't. Then this is.
He was.
He loved to play. He knew everything about the game.
The guns, everything.
He put man hours into that game.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he could hang. We had to get him up a lot, you know.
Come on, bro.
Hey, he could have killed. Oh, you see? So you know what I'm saying?
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I get it.
We'd be up to her late. My dad, we all play together. So, Jerry brought me close to a lot of her family through the game. They consider me family because we hung out before we even met.
Right.
Till 5 a.m. we talking and know each other. We getting on each other. And, you know, if you got gaming, if you on the headset, gamer vibes. You feel me? So we getting on each. It's late. It's 5 a.m. All of our wives are mad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We still on the game.
That's tight.
So it just was sentimental. I don't play that game no more.
I get
so
you.
When you pass,
speaking on how what you just said about be comfortable we're on, I see it through Mizo, I would say the most. Like you can tell she's so comfortable in front of the camera, bro. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's just she's her. You know what I mean? Let her be her. But how open was the rest of the family to the camera? Like we spoke on it a little bit. I know sister was kind of in it, but like Ronnie's bringing the camera, or Ronnie's pulling up. He might vlog this today. You know what I mean? Like I gotta be extra dressed up, or I gotta, you know what I mean? How open were they?
I wish I had every single camera I've ever had.
Really?
Sometimes it makes me really sad that because I collect cameras. Okay. I have all types all around my house. Probably just shit I've just thrown away. Like I've always had if you think about it, I've always had a camera with me. Because I've been doing it for so long.
So it's been normal.
I broke so many. I got 4 broken Canon G7X Mark IIs at the house right now. Water damage. Ayla just threw one in the fountain in the backyard. The screen cracked on the other one, and Amira was playing with the other one, just won't turn back on. So I'm just, I got a whole bunch. I got film cameras. I love to shoot, right?
Yeah.
So
I feel like they had no choice.
Right.
They had no choice.
They're all around the house.
Right.
They're all around the house. I had a whole collection since the jump. So it's always just kind of just been around, and it's not like, because I can just set up a phone anywhere, right, and it just be a part of my vlog,
right.
Phones are
but
good
we
nowadays.
still just kicking it. Like it's not like we're doing something because the camera's on. We're doing something and the camera happens to be on.
Right. Yep.
And that's why I think people,
and you can tell,
and that's why people kind of divulge a little bit more into my life. I feel like it's because it's so
genuine,
like
bro.
it's just
real.
You're almost damn near looking through your eyes, and that's kind of why I like to also be a part of the creating process of my videos, because I want to feel like someone's watching or with us,
with you,
or sometimes even like they are me. And this is where it's gonna get into the weird POV type of stuff. When someone is like wearing a GoPro, I had some shots before in Hawaii. I had a GoPro on and whatever, and someone had commented. Sorry, I keep moving. Someone was like, I feel like I was him for a second. And ever since I read that comment, a lot of people from when I was younger and stuff said, oh, like, I want to be like Ronnie Banks, or whatever. That was like the joke, and people used to make fun of people for saying that or wanting or looking up to Ronnie Banks in general. Like, what the fuck, Ronnie? Like the niggas were hating, and then other niggas was like, oh, I fuck with Ronnie Banks, whatever. Right? That was the thing. So, oh fuck.
What happened? What happened? I think I lost this one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Did I ask it?
No, he was just.
I always do it.
Oh yeah, family being open to it, basically.
The camera, him bringing the camera around.
Right.
Nah, that's.
Shout out Key!
Okay.
So it's like I felt like I was him for a second. So honestly, the way a lot of viral videos right now go in different point of views too. And when someone feels like they are looking from or with you, so when someone's
Through your
recording
lens.
us, like when Keen is filming us, they love because they feel like they're with us, hanging out with us, the Banks family.
Right.
And then when I were to do something like that, if I'm filming from my phone, or like when you film something, people feel like they're looking, like when you film a story, people feel like they're looking at what you're looking at.
Right. Right.
It's your
So
eyes.
if I show both my hands and my body and they know it's fucking me, and then I go swimming in the ocean, they're like, I just swam as Ronnie Banks, nigga.
Right.
What
It's like
the
that
fuck?
virtual shit. That virtual.
I just saw a dolphin and I was Ronnie B, nigga.
No
So
cap, though.
that's something, and honestly, like that goes on as a creator. This is where the creative part comes in. Is I'm thinking about that as I'm making it, but they just think it's just part of the vlog. And that's what I love, is because I get to dedicate my life to things that are Easter eggs for me, because I edit and I make all these shits and I know why I filmed it and from what point. And then when you saw it, you just enjoyed it, and thank you for that.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you.
Because guess what? I listen to my own music and I ain't put out shit yet.
But when
And that's
you
what
do
it's
it,
about. It's about when you put out something, it's because you know what goes on behind it. That's the fun about making it. I'm honestly, sometimes I'm not making it for nobody else, but because I wanted to put a thing out for, this was when we did this as a family.
Say that.
Making it.
I want to go watch back myself with my kids. I want my kids to be like, Amira all the time, can you go watch it? The only day I'll ever let her say a bad word, she always want to watch that video.
Hilarious. I just watched it the other day.
She said, Dad, can I say it? No, hell no, you can't.
Watch though. Yeah.
It's funny,
hilarious.
huh?
Yeah.
That's
Whatever.
hilarious.
That's just memories. Like, so that's where it comes in, and I feel like every time I'm answering something, I'm just going back and forth into different questions. But honestly, like that's where a lot of it comes from, is just like my kids, because it started a different era of my life as soon as Mizo came, and that goes into your question, is when Mizo came into my life, and then Maggie came into my life, and then everyone before Mizo, her mom, everything that happened to me, like people know, bro. It was out in the public. Everyone knows,
Right.
and I went through a lot of stuff, but me always making sure that I remained Ronnie Banks no matter what is what's kept me here today. And I didn't allow myself to be a trend. And when I'm going back to, I don't mean any offense, because some people everyone loves trends.
Capitalize
I
on it.
make sure to capitalize trends, but I didn't want to become one where people was like, he's that guy, that
Gotcha.
guy. He's Ronnie Banks.
Ronnie
That's what I
Banks.
wanted. I want my name to live, not what I did one time. Right.
You are pretty much a household name at this point. I'm not gonna lie. Like HGTV could pick you guys up and like literally, here's the Banks family, like for real.
I don't think he wants that though, bro. I don't think that. I'm intrigued to where the future asshole from Ronnie Banks though, because like I said, he can do it all himself. He don't need no big platform.
And
no
that's
network to do it.
important. I want everyone to know. Okay, when I said, and I mean no offense, I have friends in television. I don't. This is not a war on politics of what's relevant in terms of content. It really isn't, because content lives on. We've seen TikToks get played on TV, so let's whatever. Like it's content, right? Movies and everything like that. Because it's a war when you decide to be an actor coming to social media, and it's a war when you're social media trying to become an actor. It's always something not liking what you're doing, no matter what you do.
Right.
If you stay social media, you just do social media. And then if you go to movies and TV, you're that social media dude trying to do TV.
Say that.
Especially if you go to a network.
All right.
And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my life I wanted to do that. And then I was just I'm gonna say worked, but I was blessed with the opportunities that were put in front of me. So not going to a network and deciding just Ronnie Banks had enough to even drop out of high school, first of all.
We didn't speak on
before
that
the
one.
networks.
We didn't speak on that one.
I didn't even make no chips yet. My dad allowed me.
Take a chance.
Because I did 2 runway shows. And Ronnie Banks, okay, I made some money.
I was gonna say runway. You ain't made no money at the runway.
How about this? Okay, how about this? I've always wanted to say this. The day that I became Ronnie Banks, I started making money. Granted, I've lost a lot of money and I've made a lot of money, and I've lost a lot of money and I made a lot of money, right? So, but the day that I decided to become Ronnie Banks, I had the mentality of, oh, I make money, and then money came, right? It was manifesting. You know, Floyd Mayweather once said when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was once Pretty Boy Floyd. When he changed his name to Floyd Money Mayweather, that's the day he started making money. And I was like, wait,
Damn.
I'm Ronald Smith Hackett III, aka Ronnie Banks.
Banks.
Talk your shit,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
I love it.
You know what
I
I'm
fucking
saying?
love
So
it, bro.
I just was like, because it took me to hear that to say, oh yeah, Ronnie B, okay, that made sense. And because I grew up broke. I grew up in Richmond. I grew up broke. Well, I grew up all over the Bay. I grew up in Fremont for a little while. I grew up in Union City a lot of my life. I grew up in Richmond, El Sobrani. Went to Hercules. I went to Crespi, Juan Crespi Middle School, right in near Pinole, the cutoff of Pinole. So you know what I'm saying? I moved all around, dude. So, but I'm just Bay. You feel me? Like I'm just Bay Area, to be honest. But doing all that stuff in the Bay is what also got me to where I am today. Let me first say being a part of the Bay Area is what stepped a lot of HBK. I had a big affiliation with HBK.
That's lit.
I had a really good friendship with Sage the Gemini. He's still a dear friend of mine. I wish greatness for him.
That's awesome.
Derek King.
Yeah, DK.
Okay, a lot of. I'm not gonna go here and just act like.
But the culture in the Bay
You know,
Area
I'm
has
no
helped
sucker.
you.
You feel me?
Right.
Like,
You feel me?
But that's
Bay
what they
Area
do.
culture. If you know Bay Area culture, Ronnie Banks was affiliated with it, and so was all those other
lit,
people,
That's
right?
so lit.
And then it allowed me to go on an international level,
Right.
And I'm so happy to be able to sit here and say this today because I worked so hard.
Right.
You know, some people think being Ronnie Banks is it's I wish I don't have to work, or I wish I just could sit around. I don't sit around. I mean, I wish I could.
Right.
I want to lay down.
Just said it before he came. I want to lay in the
What
bed.
did he say? I pay you guys so I don't have to work. That's the hustle.
Come on. So I just I got, besides the kids, I gotta always maintain being Ronnie Banks or whatever, right? Or it's mainly the kids and the wife, and I don't get to just lay in bed.
Job never stops, bro.
Cause then that's a depressing life with hella kids running around and the wife, and that's how I got big. You know what I'm saying? I got hella stuff I gotta go do.
Gotta go get it. I mean, and on top of we're thinking just platform, YouTube, all that. Let's talk about Global Bears Club. Let's talk about the concept behind that project, bro. What is that NFT? What did you talk about that?
I'm so grateful you just talked about that. So here's the thing. My team, they know them. They know who the team is. Everyone within the NFT space and who knew about the project. Brandon Burke, Drew Veramontes,
Shout out the game.
Dominic Dominguez. Those are the co-founders and myself.
Okay.
Dom and Drew, Dom is my best man, my best friend since high school.
That's what's up.
Shout out, Dom.
Love you, brother, and Dante. And we just put this was another time in 2022 in the beginning of my year. This was a lot of my beginning of my year because we worked on this day in and day out, and my life surrounded NFTs every day for 6 months.
Really? You was deep in it? You was researching whole nine?
I'm on the phone all day.
Really?
And my hope, you want to know someone to know why I told myself I don't want to be quote unquote the word famous is many, but the I don't want to be too much is because I wanted to be able to spend time with kids and not be on my phone all day or working all day away from the kids.
Right.
I want to work in my sleep or whatever my goals was, but I didn't want. So in doing that, I was on the phone all day, working all day, trying to communicate with the community as much as I could, as much as I possibly could, and learn as much as I could because I don't want to do something and not be informed. Because that's the last thing I am is uninformed. I'm no dummy. Especially if I'm going to come in here and try to make lucrative earnings from it, and people's hard-earned money, I'm asking for it in so many words to then help generate more. But the initial impact is that. And then it takes a community to make something rise out of value. So I'm trying to create that community now. And
When did it launch? The Global Bears?
It did.
It did?
So it did actually. A lot of A-list celebrities launched projects around the same time, and
A lot of fake projects too, though.
A lot of terrible numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
And so ours, and I'm not gonna say it was great, but I put a lot of money and time into it. And have I seen that come back? Yes,
That's
obviously,
good.
right?
Okay.
And that's what I am so grateful for, the whole power of the community. But now we're working on the phase of trying to grow past it, meaning everyone is okay. We didn't make any crazy things on top, because that's the biggest question is, what did you make on top? We made enough back, and now we're working on the rising, because we did it in the middle of Russia's attack. ETH drops.
ETH goes
the
down.
biggest thing since sliced bread of stocks and crypto. And I want to release a project that I've been working on half a year, and I'm eager to do it, and I'm ready to launch because that was our date. So we're going to stick to our guns, and then boom, the world is bigger than you.
Right. But hey,
literally,
you gotta pick up,
Literally,
put
though.
those pieces back together, and that's what you're saying right now. Is now it's time.
But the thing is, I'm no rug, and that's where people know a rug is when these people were doing projects and they're pulling the rug, like swoop, take the money, I'm gone.
Nope.
I'm here to stay. Global Bears is a global. We're GBC gang, and we're the global. I'm about to throw this is some insight. I'm about to throw a gala with Bear League. I'm about to have mayors and the sheriff of Tahoe, and mayors and senators come to my gala. Ronnie Banks' gala,
this is a
the
real
global
NFT.
gala.
Wow.
Global gala.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
have a
fucking-
foundation, the Family Fed Foundation, where I help a lot of single mothers, veterans. My sister is one of the biggest people running the foundations right now. She's been a part of Stockton. She's in Stockton. She lived in Stockton. She takes care of this community.
That's amazing, man.
Wow.
Worked with Salvation Army, a bunch of nonprofit organizations with Child Protective Services. She was a caseworker, working with veterans now. I'm for to give turkeys at my foundation. I'm for to have a turkey feed for the foundation for the Global Gala.
That needs to be highlighted.
Very much so.
That needs to
very
be
much
highlighted.
so.
You know,
Like, this
stuff
big
that
as this.
I don't talk about, and people think I'm not doing nothing because I made a 3-second video just putting on an outfit, and they think that's all I did or all I do today.
Right. That Fashion Nova ad, yeah, you be killing them, bro.
Oh, I love Fashion Nova.
Shout out Fashion Nova.
Hey, shout out Fashion Nova all the time.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
No, that's dope, bro. Like I said, I'm very excited to see what the future has for that, because I know that the NFT space is just beginning. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's
and this is the thing, dude. I used to be on Twitter Spaces. If you know, you know. I'd be on Twitter Spaces a lot. So there was like a couple hundred people all the time in Twitter Spaces, and that's where a lot of the NFT space is conducted.
Yeah.
That's where they have these meetings about NFTs and saying their opinions on what they do and don't want to do and how they're going to move hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. These are people with money talking in these spaces, and guess who they asked to go speak up there? Ronnie Banks.
Oh, wow.
And I go talk to these people. So if I go into a space and I'm ill-informed or I'm talking to a whole bunch of Rambo Shambo, I'm going to get called out.
Facts.
For the
Facts.
youth listening right now, that
Facts.
being educated.
Be careful what you say.
Right.
Say that.
Right.
Say that.
It's
Do your
definitely-
research. Do your due
research.
diligence, all that. Y'all.
But
That
also,
real.
it is the greatest way to become whatever heir you want to be. Because I'm done with wanting to be. I want to be a billionaire. I'm done with wanting to be a millionaire.
You're the best you. You would be the best you, bro. Oh, he's talking financially. You could be you can learn a new word every day reading a book, bro. And you don't even got to.
I read. I got a library at home.
Yeah,
Read.
see?
And a lot of the things is books are going to be collector's items and people who have that in them to want to take that within them to read, because wanting to read a book takes a lot,
Yeah.
especially right now. Right.
Time and you just
Right.
Yeah.
So you can. I love listening to audiobooks, but sometimes I get geeked out and I read along
With the audiobook. Got you.
if I'm being a nerd. But you know what I'm saying, or because if I look away for a second, or if I'm like, I don't know, Pelotoning or something, and like I look up and I can still listen to it, and then I look back down or whatever, right? Whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Huh.
Like,
No.
I'm just excited.
I was gonna let this go. I'm gonna let it
Tangent.
go, but I gotta get this one off before because I feel
Hold on,
like.
where we at, Emil? Perfect. Come on.
All right, cool. Yep.
If we ever gotta stop and like reset anything.
No, we're
or-
good. We good.
Okay,
We
cool.
selling.
What made you believe? What made you believe you were making the right decision when you proposed?
Like, should I not or should I post this?
No, like, should I really do this? And should I get on this knee? Like, what made you believe? You
Oh,
were
to
making
propose?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said to post.
Oh no, to propose. No, to propose. Like I said, I'm going on my 9.
Wedding's right
bro.
around the corner, y'all.
And yeah, you literally showing me the ways to go in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like,
How about this? You would know from the moment that I don't want to be corny or cliche or not this plant. I don't want to be corny or cliche or nothing, but the moment that I had met my fiance, currently my wife, I knew that I wanted to marry her. Not that day.
right.
It wasn't, I don't want to marry you today. It was just like, oh yeah, I can marry you.
There you go. You've been calling her your wife for a while, no?
She's my wife.
There you go.
I've been calling her my wife since before I proposed.
There you go.
Spoke it to existence.
Because that's my wife.
That's my dog.
Amazing, bro.
She was my.
I hope one
and
day
I
they-
to her, hey, yeah, she gonna watch this. When to her, she was always my girlfriend. To her, when I talked to her, like, "Are you my girlfriend?" They're like, I'm your girl. I'm your girlfriend. Because she wanted to be called my wife because I always say my wife.
Gotcha.
But I just be bullying her.
I like how
And then-
she's
Gotcha.
cheesing saying this right now,
right.
bro.
And
Like,
then when she was just my girlfriend, I called her my friend to her, and I got her. And then when I engaged, I was like, okay, you're my girlfriend now.
Oh my God! He never tried to give me like that. Yeah.
But she know I just
Yeah.
we bully each other. Bro.
Hell yeah.
That's
That's what
amazing,
makes
bro.
the relationship, though. Honestly.
Yeah, it's
and
fun.
speaking
It's
on
fun.
that, like seeing from the outside looking in, bro, it's you see it. You see the
Right.
love. You see the realness in it, and you like you said, hope one day to get that one day. You know what I mean? And then have that with the significant.
Because I knew my wife when I was a kid, but we just went our separate ways.
So
I knew her when I was 14. We met on Vine.
Oh wow.
My wife used to be a Viner.
And she lived in the Bay.
Vine changed lives, like I said earlier.
Didn't say that.
Right,
Didn't
you
say
did.
that.
No,
Didn't say
she
that.
lived in Hawaii her entire life. I moved her. She moved down to California to live with me.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So now now we homeowners,
Now we homeowners.
and we got a estate here in Hawaii.
Now you living on
and-
both plateaus.
You know,
That's a
real.
blessing, bro. Not
yeah,
gonna
my life
lie.
changed, bro.
Literally.
But so we had knew each other from being kids. We even made, you know what? God works in mysterious ways. I was on set when I came across her page. I was on set for Criminal Minds. I'm sitting in my hoodie. I'm on the Criminal Minds chair, sitting back. There's a video on the internet somewhere. I was hurt the day that they deleted all my content and Vine deleted. I was hurt because I didn't back it up. I didn't save everything.
Right.
But I made a video, and we've even seen it online, but we can't get a hold of it anymore. And I said, one day I'm going to marry Michaela Cachola. Tell Michaela Cachola I said hello.
No
You
way.
spoke it. You spoke it, bro.
Wow. You put it.
Damn.
Wow.
And my wife will never let go of it. She tells everybody, and that's just her favorite thing.
That's
that
amazing,
She knew
bro.
I was going to marry her.
Okay. Yeah. That's deep. That's
That's
He
deep.
real
said,
deep.
did you know Ronnie made a video that saying he was going to marry me?
Don't brag about that.
Yeah, I'd be
why
like,
not?
she's like, you did. Be like,
He did.
Yeah, man, for real. That's her bragging rights. You feel me? Like she loves that shit. So, and I did that. You feel me? I remember the day I was wearing a tie-dye hoodie. I had the bruises because I just got done playing my scene. I remember I had bruises from the makeup on my face, and I was like, hey, I was just going through my Vine. I was like, yo, she is.
She's the
Tell
one.
Michaela Cachola that I'm gonna marry her one day.
That's tight,
what
bro.
happened.
That's tight. That's
Yeah.
tight. I mean, I'm pretty good. I'm feeling good. How you
I feel
feeling?
like I got to know Ronnie, the family, and everything.
I feel like we're gonna be talking for another hour.
Yeah,
off
I
camera,
like.
for sure.
I
I'm
didn't ask
excited
you
for
all
that.
this. I didn't ask you all this, but yeah, it's good.
But before we sign out, real quick, what's next for Ronnie Banks and the Banks family?
In terms of my family, we're just always gonna be the Banks family. Like the people for the rest of our lives will be in whatever form or whatever app come out. It don't matter. We're gonna be there. And I don't care if Instagram die tomorrow. I don't care if whatever go or whatever becomes obsolete. The next thing will always be a thing, and that's where you'll catch me and my family.
Hell yeah, man.
In other words, go ahead and go follow all of his pages if y'all ain't did it yet. Y'all can see that right there in the bio, and subscribe to his family channel if y'all ain't did that yet.
Click the
All his
notification
channels,
bell,
I should
man.
say that right now. Subscribe to all his channels.
Click the
Thank you.
click the notification bell for real.
Yeah, and make sure you guys please support them. This is a great opportunity for me. I appreciate it too. A great platform. I hope you guys great success. Wish you guys great success. 99. I love that I am this episode. It's gonna be our best episode ever. I'm gonna say
Gang
it,
on my
and
mama.
that's on me.
Yo.
Ronnie B. I'm
Yo.
signing out. You hurt.
Thank you, bro, for real. Thank
Thanks,
you.
brother.
Thank
So
you.
we doing,
Thank you,
y'all.
guys.
Signing out this thing. It's your boy JG.
You already know it's Jay Jonah.
And you already know we are Ronnie, one more time, please.
Oh, I'm Ronnie B. Ronnie B. Ronnie Banks.
Y'all know the
Yeah.
vibes. Y'all know the vibes. It's blowing smoke.